Now for more on the travel nightmares millions are facing tonight and what you can do if you are stuck. Here is the points guy, Brian Kelly. Brian, thanks so much for joining us as always, and Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. You too.
So first off, why are we in this perfect storm, so to speak, of so many flights delaying or being canceled?
Yeah, the biggest issue is this snowstorm that knocked out nearly 90% of flights out of D.C. today. And, you know, the airline industry has been reeling with Omicron and staff shortages, and even before that, pilot and crew shortages. So, you know, they simply haven't had a chance to breathe and reset. And hopefully this next storm gives them a little bit of time. But, you know, for the foreseeable future, throughout January, travelers should expect interruptions and delays.
And what do you do if you find out that your flight is delayed or canceled once you're already at the airport?
Well, the first thing you want to do is get your phone out, download the airline app, and see if you can rebook yourself right away. The longer you wait in the line, whether that's in person or trying to get through the phone to the airline, you know, those seats get, taken by the people in front of you. So if you have access to an airline lounge, I highly recommend you can go into the lounge and those agents can rebook you. Or if the phone lines, which to the U.S. numbers can be 12 hours long, try calling international numbers for the airlines. All the agents speak English, and more often than not, the wait times are less. You can also DM on social media as well. So you got to take every angle possible to get through.
Some smart options, and you may have similar answers for this. Is what if your flight gets canceled and you're automatically rebooked on a flight, but you can't make that flight, and then you also can't get through to anyone due to the long call waits? What are your options at that point?
So I say you cancel the flight, you will get a refund eventually, and rebook yourself. Use frequent flyer miles, even last minute. It can be a great value to redeem those miles. But also, if you booked your flight, there are a lot of credit cards out there that have what's called trip cancellation or interruption coverage. And if you booked on one of them, they can offer you up to $500 per ticket, for paying for those hotel rooms or the rental cars. So try to use every option possible when trying to recoup those losses.
And if you need to get somewhere quickly and your current airline doesn't have any good options and you need to make a new reservation on a different airline, you can get your money back from that original ticket. And this is separate from what you were just talking about with regard to the credit cards. Will the airlines honor that?
By law, the U.S. airlines must give you back a full refund if the flight is extremely delayed or canceled. Do not let them give you a voucher. Get the cold hard cash, and they will honor that.
And some have advised booking multiple flights if you're worried about one getting canceled and taking advantage of airlines' refundable policy. Is this a strategy that you would use where you'd buy two different flights?
If you really have to get somewhere, you can always, on a different airline, book a separate ticket and just make sure it's changeable or cancelable. So if your original flight is delayed, canceled, you've got a backup option. A lot of, especially using frequent flyer miles, you can cancel those tickets up until departure free of charge. So, it's an extreme tactic, but we're in extreme times right now. But just forget to cancel the flight that you don't end up using, or else you won't get your money back.
So a lot of people, I think, were at least being hopeful that they thought that some of these headaches would end maybe by the end of this week. But you were saying earlier that you think that it'll be the entire month of January. Is that pretty much because of Omicron and weather?
Absolutely. We see with Omicron, school districts don't have enough teachers and substitutes, and the same thing's happening for airlines. They simply can't train a flight attendant, in a short amount of time. There's so much safety involved, same with mechanics. So, the airline industry really needs a breather. And generally after the holiday rush, hopefully if we have good weather, the whole system can sort of reset. But we're not even anywhere close to being out of the woods, especially with Omicron increasing every day and people calling out of work.
We hate to hear that, but we are grateful for the tips. Brian Kelly, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.